Listen, we are living in the very last days. And in these last days, you should take heed of what you listen. You should take heed of who you follow. You know, in this generation, there are many people who have come up and said, he's a prophet, he's a teacher, he's a pastor, he's an apostle. And how do you identify that this one is a false prophet or this one is a false teacher? Because there is a false prophet and there is a fake prophet. Listen very carefully. There is a false prophet and there is a fake prophet. A false prophet is someone who will, he can do miracles, he can heal the sick, he can do miraculous events, but the spirit that is behind it is not the spirit of Christ. An example is in the Old Testament, when Moses and Aaron were before Pharaoh, and Aaron cast his rod and it turned into a serpent. Pharaoh said, oh, my magicians can do it, my sorcerers can do it. So he called upon them and they also cast down their rods and it turned into serpents. But something that is amazing is that the rod of Aaron was able to overcome the rod of all the other magicians. So a false prophet tries to imitate what Christ has done, what God has done. Because listen, the Bible says that Jesus is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. But it also says that the devil is like a roaring lion looking for whom he may devour. There is similarity into that. Jesus is a lion of the tribe of Judah, whereas the devil is like a roaring lion looking like whom he may devour. For whom he may devour. So, false prophets are like that. But how do you know that he is a false prophet? The first thing is the fruits. You shall know them by their fruits. You will know someone by his fruits. The fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, self-control. Thus he walk in the fruits of the Spirit. Let me give you an example. When you look at a tree, someone will tell you that it is a mango tree. But how will you know it's a mango tree? It's really a mango tree. Do you look at the leaves? Do you look at the size of the tree? No. Because sometimes the size of the tree or the leaves may deceive you to think that it's a mango tree. It may be an orange tree. But how will you know it's a mango tree? It is the fruit. Wait for it until the fruits are fully grown out. Test the fruits. That's when you know it's a mango tree. You will know them by their fruits. Another thing is the word that he speaks, does it go in line with the word of God? Is it really the word of God that he speaks? Because some false teachers will speak words, they will do miracles to get a big crowd. They will heal the sick just for the big crowd or for the money. But look at the word. The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. The mouth will speak. So look what comes out of the word. If you want to know what is within someone's heart, watch what he speaks. Watch what he speaks. What comes out of his mouth would really tell you what is deep inside him. Now, we go to a fake prophet or a fake teacher. The fake ones are the ones who will fake something. It comes with the word fake. Just as you will have two phones. One is an iPhone and one is another iPhone. One is original and one is a Chinese iPhone. It looks like it, but it is not it. It is fake. So, how you know that this is fake is that these fake prophets are like illusionists. They try to play around with your mind. They try to make it similar. In actual sense, it's not the real thing. It's not the real deal. You understand what I mean? So those are fake prophets. And in this one, you should take heed of what you hear, of who speaks into your life. Because the more you listen to these fake teachings, to these fake prophets, the more your soul is bombarded with words, with ideas that will bring you down to a wrong path, that will introduce doctrines. Because what they're looking for is to brainwash your mind. These are fake prophets. And there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. Mentioning names is not my assignment. But you should take heed of who you listen to. In the Bible, in the book of Acts, there was a man by the name of Simon. Now, Simon the sorcerer performed a lot of miracles. But when he heard that Peter was coming, because when Simon was performing miracles, people believed in him as the one who was sent from God. But when he heard that Peter was coming, he requested, he wanted to buy, because he looked at the way the Holy Spirit was being given by the laying of hands. So he wanted to buy the Holy Spirit. He was a sorcerer. He was fake. You should take note of these things that are happening in this world. Do not sleep. Way back in the olden days, when there came up a prophet and he prophesied something that did not come to pass, they would stone him to death. That's how serious the law was. That is how serious the prophetic was. When someone came up to be a prophet. But we are living in a generation where we have people who are slumbering. We have prophets who have come up. They prophesy something and it does not come to pass. And they say, okay, it's okay with it. But in the days of Samuel, the Bible says that none of his words fell to the ground. Samuel walked with God. Samuel heard from God. And Samuel spoke the word. And none of it fell to the ground. Another thing, if you want to identify that this is a false prophet, a false teacher, is he must point you to Christ. He must point you to Jesus. He must draw you close to Jesus. Because we are having prophets who are taking the glory for themselves. It is all about them. It is now praise given to them, not praise given to God. Because when he heals the sick, it is all praise given to him. He must point you towards Christ. That is how you know that he's a good prophet. But if he points you away from Christ, that is a false prophet. That is a fake prophet. He's not a prophet of God. So, this is how you must identify the prophets, the teachers that come. Because many have come in sheep's clothes. And you should be vigilant. Do not sleep. Pray. Fast. Read the word. That's why I tell people, it is better that you read the word for yourself. Ask for God for the spirit of discernment. That when you come to church, you can be able to pinpoint, you can be able to distinguish, you can be able to discern that this is a false prophet. Your spirit will tell you that this is not of Christ. Your spirit will tell you that this person does not walk in light. Because he may come, look, because the Bible says the devil he can masquerade, he can make himself to be like the angel of light. You will know them by their fruits. You will be able to distinguish them, whether he's false or he's fake. Well, if you need this channel, please kindly subscribe, hit the bell, and so that you may receive the first video. You may be the first person to receive the first video that I post.